Okay, court is back in session and cause number 332-910. Case is filed, State of Texas versus Kevin Troy Bell. Kevin Troy Bell was previously sworn in. Kevin Troy Bell entered a plea of guilty to the charge of criminal trespassing. Mr. LeBlanc is representing Mr. Bell. Mr. LeBlanc waived a record in this case. Kevin Troy Bell acknowledged that his signatures and initials was on State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment. He also acknowledged that his signature was on the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal and the certification or the discovery certification. Now, Mr. Bell, these documents that I had just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over those documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Bell, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers States 1.
Any objections?
We have no objections, Your Honor.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Now, Mr. LeBlanc, you have advised and counseled Mr. Bell. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
Judge, none that I'm aware of. He understands what he's charged with, and that this is a plea bargain process and what he's signing up for. And I believe he's competent, that he understands what's going on, the nature of this proceeding.
Okay. Now, Mr. Bell, your attorney, Mr. LeBlanc, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with Mr. LeBlanc's services?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bell, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find at this time that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement in this case?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, in exchange for defendant's plea of guilty in this case, the state is recommending confinement in Jefferson County Jail for a period of 30 days. The state is asking that the court give defendant credit for the 30 days previously spent in jail, making this a time-served plea agreement, Your Honor. As for the court costs, the state is asking that the court use the time served to both tax and retire the court costs.
Okay, now, Mr. Bell, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail, but you will not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you have already served 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you will be given credit for time served. The court cost in this case is $332, but you will not have to pay the $332 because the time that you have spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Mr. Bell, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Bell, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Bell, if you do not have anything else holding you in jail, you should be getting out of jail today. You can follow the bailiffs